Time for the headlines right here on DaybreakHitz is brought to you by Betway. You always get way more with Betway. And before we start the conversation, let me remind you our big story this morning. This one there, it is for all. Oh, it is for all. Today, my northern side has come. It is for all. Yes, it is for all. This is quite an interesting topic or big story. And, for some reason, we need to take it serious. It says that research in Accra shows that 70% of couples
So this is Accra research?
Yes, this is Accra. So you can imagine if it goes to the other parts as well. But this is an Accra research. So those who are struggling with childbirth, and obviously is due to male infertility.
Okay, this is Accra research.
Yes.
But I'm very sure if we go to other parts of the country,
it might be less.
Lifestyle changes,
Well, that's true.
Because people in Accra live differently from people who are in other parts of the country, like Florida, Asesewa, like Cape Coast, Goso. Their lifestyle, how they live, maybe they don't go through so much stress like we are. Maybe the environment is not that polluted like we are here. Maybe, just maybe. So this is just Accra.
This is just Accra.
Okay.
So yes,
Okay.
if you're just joining, I know that.
Hey,
but this time we're hearing it has to do with the men. So this is a yet to be published study conducted over 3 years. So that's between 2022 and 2025 in Accra. This was actually something that was discussed on the Super Morning Show on Joy FM. That's yesterday. Dr. Sevoga, he's the CEO of SHIP Healthcare Medical Specialist Center in Accra, and he advised couples under the age of 35 on when to seek medical health. He said, and I quote, if you're below 35, he actually said, we say try up to 1 year. If it's not happening, look for help. Look for help together with your partner, he said, stressing that fertility issues are a shared responsibility. He also revealed some findings from the research. He said, we found out that 70% of the cases, couples who are unable to conceive, the issue has to do with the man or the men. Meanwhile, everybody in the church, the same way. The church in the market to the day form, and the workplace, they are pointing to the woman, just worsening their psychological and emotional distress. And he noted that stress. So, my brother, my sister, stress is one of the most difficult things that it's like we cannot run away from it.
Stress.
If you're living this life and you're waking up, look, the stress. Said that stress itself can further impair fertility. When your body is stressed, it produces something called cortisol, and that disrupts your hormones. So it makes it a vicious cycle that makes it difficult to conceive, he said. And we're asking questions. What lifestyle factors? Is it stress, alcohol, smoking, diet, late nights do you think contribute to male infertility today? And how can religious leaders, families, and the media help change the narrative around infertility? And how comfortable would you be discussing male reproductive health openly with your partner or family? That's our big story this morning. 0548841039 is our WhatsApp number. Share your thoughts, your contributions, your comments with us via this number. And also remember, we are live on Facebook. Go on there. You definitely see a rapper, a musician, and a poet.
Oh yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're here.
Abby, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is an important, very, very important topic.
Very, very.
Because if you have an issue of childbirth, you can give birth to a child as in a couple, and then always you are pointing fingers at the woman, as in the woman or no. In our society, is a woman that is unable to give birth. But with this revelation or with this survey, I think what this one would do for all of us is that when the couple is facing this challenge, what they do is both of them will go to the hospital.
Yes.
Both of them will go to the hospital to go and check. So we know that, is it the fault? Is it from the side of the woman? Is it from the side of the man? Then we know how to solve the situation.
Yes.
Now, doctors and health professionals have mentioned various things that cause the infertility in men. We've mentioned the lifestyle things like the stress, the alcohol, like too much of alcohol intake, the smoking, and all these, and sometimes even some health conditions.
Yes.
All these things can can also contribute to the man not being able to produce
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
a lot. And so knowing this, having this knowledge, married people, when some of these things happen in your marriage,
Don't just break up.
don't break up. Don't
Divorce.
give up on the woman.
No,
Don't blame it on the woman.
Yes.
Both of you should
And
find the
family
solution.
members, stop going into their houses to go and shout.
Yes.
Don't be shouting. And church members, stop discussing them. Stop
Exactly.
asking questions. Marketplaces, stop talking. If somebody doesn't have a child, you don't know what is going on in their house. Stop talking. You don't know. We'll come back to our big story.
Yeah.
But as I said, if you have any comments, if you have anything, do well to share
But
with
the
us.
stress, it's a very, very, very big deal.
Yes,
because
Mami, as for the stress,
after
dear.
going through it, running around to find money to feed family, you come in the evening. Sometimes the energy to do the do is not there.
It's not doing
Anymore.
do.
You get it?
Yeah, we get
See,
it.
Yemi, you are hot, eh? You are hot, eh?
Hot.
Yes, you're feeling very hot.
Very, very hot.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Why is Ghana so hot?
Man's hot. Man's not hot.
It's not hot.
Man's not hot.
But hey, we're looking forward to your comments on our big story. So yeah, let's talk more. Let's talk more. in Ghana.
Infertility issues among men in Ghana.
Oh.
And 70%, according to a survey in Accra, 70% of the cases of infertility in marriages is from the side of the men.
You also believe
70%.
it? You
Yeah.
believe it?
This is an Accra survey, though.
I believe it.
I believe it.
Hey, Yemi, you believe it,
That's
Sese?
I believe it.
Or the two men, man.
Oh, but is that not what the survey said?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's from
Trust
the
them.
men.
The
Trust
survey
source.
conducted by health professionals.
Thank you. The health professionals, they don't lie. So yeah, I agree. It's just that men don't like to agree and accept.
accept it.
The number
when it
of
comes
women
to-
who will tell you, oh, I asked my husband to come with me to the hospital to do a little
unko-
check.
they
Says,
won't go.
no, everything is fine. Are you a doctor? Do you know what the doctors see? Do you understand? So, I mean, I don't think it's anything to be shy about. I just think that men should up and take responsibility because, unfortunately, the society blames the woman when
of the
there are
time.
when there are infertility issues, and then they make it look like she's the one who
can't
I personally
conceive.
know of someone who was in a relationship with a man for over 10 years. Because the woman got married a virgin, she thought that probably there's something wrong with her, only for the man, because the whole 10 years she kept begging the man, let's go to the hospital, let's go and check. The man says no. Anytime she goes, the doctors are like, you're really fine. One day, her husband's doctor decided to break, the
news to her.
told her, I know this is patient's doctor confidentiality, but the way you've been coming here, let me tell you, your husband is important.
So that's
Do you understand? Your man, and he knows.
And he's blaming
And he's
her.
blaming, it's not like he's blaming her, but he's watching
the
the
man-
whole.
the man
he
knew about
knew,
it.
yes.
I'm just watching her going through.
But watched her go through all the back and forth. Now they are not together, and that is about like 15, 20 years destroyed.
Oh, but
Wasted.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
it
So
does
these
happen.
are
But
these
Kwame,
are.
I want to be
More
both
fairy
men
today.
and women are doing it to themselves. Men will know they won't share.
Mm-hmm.
Women, on the other hand, will go and have children else with another man, and then
Come and
make
give
it
it to
feel
him.
like you are the
Sorry,
father of
you
the
need
children.
to be.
So
You need to be.
Obiara,
open.
yeah,
You need to be
no,
open
no,
about some of these
Yeah,
things.
so
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, for me, it's unfair to her because she stayed in this thing with you every year. It was harder. You know how family gets.
and now they are saying 35 years. So at 35, you should be checking. And he said you can try for a year, and if it doesn't work, you need to start.
Right.
You have
So
to go
please
look for a
tell,
specialist.
especially when you know. That's why we have right now. Nobody is shy. There are adoption options. If you can't give your wife a child or you can't bear kids, whether it's the woman or the man, there are always adoption options that both of you can look
You
at.
can do surrogacy.
Yeah, and also take care of yourself, especially
Yes.
for the men.
The
When
men,
it comes to
alcohol,
stress,
smoking.
you see a lot of men do a lot of tedious jobs, like when they are the constructors, the masons, those working at the mines. Mostly these tedious jobs is male male dominated, so you have to take very good care of yourself and
Eat
stop
well.
a lot of drugs and unnecessary alcohol. When you cry every day, I have to drink something before you sleep. Please, you are killing your spermatozoa. Please.
Stop killing your spermatozoa because Debbie Swain needs them.
Yes, for the future. The future is bright. Let's come together as a collective whole and then multiply, as the Lord has said. Amen.
Debbie.
Ayo, now let's start the headlines.
Right, into our headlines. This is stuff from myjoyonline.com. It says that government has approved the issuance of Ghanaian passport to American YouTuber I Show Speed. This one says, why isn't minority talking about Foyata? NDC MP ask over accountability presser. Get more of that on myjoyonline.com. Winnie backlash. The suspects have been remanded as police dismiss death claims. Get more of that on myjoyonline.com. I Show Speed describes a cinema waterfalls as peaceful and calm. Get more of that on myjoyonline.com. It would be unthinkable to preside over an education system that ignores our culture. Haruna Idrisu is the one saying that. Get more of that on myjoyonline.com.
Also here on myjoyonline.com, my first story, the next story here says that Nigeria president in great shape after falling at Turkey reception.
Did you see the video?
It's not a small fall.
No, he fell at a reception.
Yes, there were people there. Did you see the video?
Then nobody got fired. You couldn't catch me.
Wow, Patrick.
I bet you.
He was expecting the bodyguard to hold him so he doesn't fall.
It just tease. So has to show the world that.
Aren't our leaders supposed to be in good shape and health, aren't they supposed to be strong? Because leading a whole country is a very difficult job
task,
that requires, mental, physical, fortitude, everything.
But Kwame,
intact.
you and I know that most
People
African leaders are so old. Some of them are 90, 95. Some are even lying in bed and they are still presidents. So,
hey, did you see that? Is it that Ugandan MP?
Yeah, I saw him with his one walk.
To me,
So precision still we day form.
No, Charlie.
No day form. Don't like
Charlie.
that.
Okay. Well, my next story here says that a flower police arrest 2 over alleged cocoa bean smuggling. You can get more of that on my myjoyonline.com.
She's brothers.
That's more smuggling. Well, also in the news, it says that no path for Kennedy Japan to win the MPP race. Global Info Analytics made the survey. You can get more of that on myjoyonline.com. Now, AMA tows 7 cargo trucks and clamp down on illegal roadside parking. You can get more of that on myjoyonline.com. So please don't be parking unnecessarily. Twins who allegedly beat 34-year-old to death arrested. You can get more of that story on adomonline.com.
All right, still on adomonline.com. Water shortage hits parts of Kumasi following Wabi plant shutdown. Get more of that on adomonline.com, like I said. Now, JHS highest qualification among the majority of NPP delegates. Global Info Analytics says that. Get more of that on adomonline.com. Now, Metro Mass spare parts stuck at ports for 2 years. Get more of that on adomonline.com. They should release them so we can fix them. Man arrested for allegedly burying wife in his bedroom at Chifo. Get more of that on adomonline.com. Now, over 63,000 people have been killed in road crashes since 1991. There's a survey that has that. Get more of that on adomonline.com.
Well, moving away from that onto GhanaWeb.com, it says that I Show Speed's flight to Accra becomes most tracked worldwide on flight Trader 24. You can get more of that on GhanaWeb.com. They took everything. Inconsolable woman as demolition crew destroys her brother's shop. This happened in Chado. Well, you can get more of that on GhanaWeb.com. Funny enough, that used to be my old area. Imagine I was still there. Like by now, vacated de vamuse. It's not easy. GhanaWeb.com has the rest of that story. Agenda 111 projects were rushed and poorly enforced. Kwachi Ofosu is speaking, and you can get more of that on GhanaWeb.com. Nigeria was the worst stop on I Show Speed store. Nollywood actor. You can get more of that is on GhanaWeb.com. Now, I had suicidal thoughts 2 years ago. Gisela, the influencer is speaking. You can get more of that on GhanaWeb.
Who is she?
Right.
She's an
a
influencer and a content creator.
She used to be-
Influenza.
Yeah, she influences.
Influenza.
influencer.
No, the
Sa.
Zazao.
Sa. This one is Sa.
Yes.
Yes, Sa.
The best friend is Amma Berland.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
I'm a
Gisela
bird.
seems to have gone quiet a bit.
She's not. No, she hasn't. Well, I think
It's
that-
usually on YouTube.
no. She says she's gone quiet. I don't think she's gone quiet. I think she's just really relaxed. I think the last 2 quarters of last year were quite difficult for her. She went through a public breakup.
Yes.
To
People were
people
trolling.
trolling her. She's always been trolled for one thing or the other. So I think it
Oh.
gets to a point she
Gisela was the one that became popular through that podcast, right?
Yes.
Making some
Rants,
comments
Yes.
here and there.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially about her father and
Yes.
just.
So
do
she's
a-
had quite. For her every little statement she makes can be used terribly against her, especially on X. They disturb the
X,
girl's
yeah.
mental health.
And
on
Amma
there.
Belan is the one that organizes that show at the Good Park, right?
No,
No, that's
Dulcie.
That's Dulcie.
That's a different
Dulcie
influencer.
Boateng.
She's a
Yes.
Snapchat influencer.
Then the influencers are
Don't worry,
influencing.
We'll take you through the Gen Z,
Right.
journey
We are
very
trying
soon.
to acclimatize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what's
Calm
up?
down.
Don't
We
worry.
want to be Gen Zs.
Well, still to GhanaWeb.com. Davido seeks permission from wife to enjoy Ghana's sensual shea butter spa treats.
Oh dear, bra choma crab. Can't with choma
Hey,
crab.
well, he doesn't want problems. So tomorrow somebody come and say,
That's
and
why I said he
he's
should
my
come with
baby
her.
father.
You
We don't
should
want
come
that.
with her. She will sit there and watch
And
him
watch you, right?
do it.
Get more of that on GhanaWeb.com. Now, there are men sleeping with their wife's best friend. Kwabna is the one saying that. Get more of that.
No, wait.
Oh.
I forgot to chip in this yesterday.
No.
There are men sleeping with their wives' best
Best
friends.
friends.
There are wives' best friends sleeping with men.
Ah.
With their
Their
best
friends.
friends, men.
Why are you
Husbands.
now making it sound like the women are the villain? Please, the headline is saying that there are men. That what we know is men, the villains, men sleeping
There
with.
are women. There are women's best friends sleeping with their husbands.
Let's move away from this one. Still on GhanaWeb.com. I currently have 96 staff, and most of them were street guys. Abba Dope is the one saying that. Abba says she's bringing employment through her business.
And
Okay.
taking boys off the
And
streets.
I was not discovered by Hammer.
We thank God.
Tiny says that he was not discovered by Hammer. Give more of that.
But he
on
said this so many times.
Yeah.
18 billion
How many times will this be said? Okay,
Right.
I don't blame him.
I mean, people keep
we
asking.
the
so,
interviewers.
Yeah.
One way-
Anyways,
one
that's
way
about
questions
it.
is,
That's about it.
Okay. Debbie, you have more or that's
No,
it?
that's about it.
So that's about it. And back to our big story. If you're just joining us this morning here on Daybreak Hitz, we have a very critical issue that you and I need to pay attention to. It says research in Accra shows 70% of couples struggling with childbirth due to male infertility. There was a discussion on the Sperm Morning Show on Joy FM, and Dr. Sefuga is the CEO of Shape Healthcare Medical Specialist Center in Accra, and he advised couples under the age of 35 on when to seek medical health. He said if you're below 35, we say try up to 1 year. If it's not happening, look for help. Look for help together with your partner. He said, stressing that fertility issues are a shared responsibility. So it's not for just the woman. No, Tom. And then also he said they found that 70% of the cases, couples who are unable to conceive, the issue has to do with the men. Meanwhile, everybody in the church, in the market, in the workplace, Mukasa by height, they are pointing to the woman, just worsening their psychological and emotional distress. He noted that stress itself, that stress you are, and I'm stressed. Don't take it for granted though. When you're stressed and you keep saying I'm stressed, no.
don't do
The stress itself, no, it can further impair fertility.
Yeah.
When your body is stressed, it produces something called cortisol. Go and Google it right now.
Produces what?
Cortisol.
Okay.
Cortisol.
Debbie, why are you smiling?
Oh, it's a very nice word.
And please, cortisol is spelled Cortisol. Cortisol. And that disrupts your hormones. So it makes it
Doreen
a
is mentioning
vicious
the name too
cycle
much. We've heard it.
I just want to stress it.
Sorry, move on.
So it makes it very difficult to conceive. And we're asking, of course, there are lifestyle factors we all live. It could be stress, alcohol, smoking, diet, late nights. Do you think contribute to the male infertility today? And how can religious leaders, families, and the media help change the narrative around infertility? And how comfortable would you be discussing male reproductive health openly with your partner or family? Discuss You don't even want to listen. It is you. It is you. It is you, the men. Any comments?
Yeah, some comments here. This one from Faiza Iliasu. And Faiza says most men will blame their women. The backing draining says every sip of my juice is a baby and I can impregnate 30 women in a year. Good one for you. Nanaya Woodrow Menson says masturbation is the cheapest act because you don't pay for it. However, it can increase prolactin. High prolactin causes many bedroom problems. Prolactin is polypeptide.
Dr. Drew.
Hey, Nanaya Woodrow Mensa.
Take it easy.
Hey, let me try. However, it can increase the prolactin. High prolactin causes many bedroom problems. Prolactin is polypeptide hormone responsible for lactation, breast development. Prolactin levels can affect menstruation, fertility, and sex drive in both men and women. If you are experiencing guilt or shame related to masturbation, it may be helpful to consult with a therapist or counselor. Okay. David Royce says the type of lifestyle some men live these days is very terrible. Smoking, drinking, and eating more spicy food and junk food. What do they expect? Samuel Sayir Domi and Adum says. It says, example, if you work at Medina or Dansuman, but you stay at Dowenya and you close at 4 p.m., will you ever produce sperm?
I'm a summer phone or something.
Charlie, be serious. Mackenzie Adams says, don't think left or right. Think straight. The cause is stress. Across stress can cause impotency. Maxwell Honam says 70%. That's so huge. Why then are women often at the receiving end of infertility pressure? Is it societal or what? B1 says, who told us to be careful with the COVID vaccine? Or say that they told us to be careful. They told us to be careful.
COVID vaccine.
Oh, he's asking, could it be the reason? Dextro GH says, hey, F4 promise. Let your name influence your work. Now, wait here. If as Sigby Bismarck says, can you research into the causes of male infertility in the region? We have Mr. Mensa also writing, reason some women are fighting this compulsory DNA tests. Ixon Joe says the spices the women are using to cook for the men is rendering them impotent to tongue, but women won't listen. Jonathan Jukaki says those who have problem with maths will misinterpret the statement as men staying in Accra.
But they said it was in Accra, please.
Nana Rejoice says they won't agree until DNA them, like F them up. Too much ego won't let them be alert. Becky Becca Bex. Becky Becca Bex.
Wow.
It's a Rebecca no na
Nice.
Meanwhile, women often suffer the pressure. Fertility experts should help intensify education and awareness on this subject. And Ni Oti Okra says, I can impregnate the wives for those who want
They
for
don't
free.
need it.
Daniel Frimpon also writes 70 watts. Can he slash the percentage downhill? So, no. Adams Ibrahim Crunchy says, hey, like how? Could this be stress issues related? May God see struggling couples through. Anyway, I'm sharing babies. Why? Stephen Asamoah writes, me. My urine self, when my wife pass top, she break him. Make her take him again. Is that me, my urine self? When my wife passed up, she break. So come again, doc. Guys, you are just funny. Benedicta Semabia says, stop wearing the tight pants and jeans.
Men?
That road no day like Hitz.
Oh, but
know this.
These days,
Say tight pants
Fashion,
and
man.
jeans.
Fashion, Y2K.
And on the answer, it blocks the
Infama.
is it the air?
From
Wind
touching
and-
the
Or maybe
skirting.
circulation
Yeah.
through your capillaries and arteries.
Yes. The bags down there.
So
you
it
need
means
the-
that wear something loose,
Yeah.
which
Most of the
will
time.
let the machine move freely,
Hunyano.
so that in future Debbie will benefit.
Okay.
Piao.
You have more comments?
We do.
Yeah, we do have-
This one is from Isa. He says that Dr. Dr. Promise, whose name is called Promise, cannot promise himself to keep secrets. Ghana. Sister says, I'm sure a lot of people hearing the 70% are crying about the percentage. I'm misinterpreting it. It doesn't mean 70% of men are infertile. It means out of those who can't give birth, 70% of that number is because the man is infertile. So if we have 1,000 couples struggling to have children, 700 of them are struggling because the man is infertile. Ochame says that let's come together and donate sperms. The Adam says that some men are carrying cemetery, but they will call women barren. Meanwhile, it's their fault. Governor says that, so why is it that those of us who are not married, even cuddling will bring unsolicited results?
So we need
Jerome-
problem.
Jerome-
We are by heart.
Jerome says, what research approach did they use? Daniel says, the solutions are already there. Dr. Almuzu, the man who doctor, Antina, and eggs, just in case. John says that, hey, that's serious alarm. Patient says, most men like spicy food too much. Benjamin says, 70%. Harina. Hard
Really?
work, Karen.
Sorry, I was.
Haruna said that this couldn't be truer than what I learned in or as a primary health practitioner asserted in the clinics and oligospermia. It is time men take this sad creeping health issue seriously.
Okay, Debbie, what's yours?
Yes, I have some comments here. This from Richard Tete. He says that how can men be fertile if they have so much burden on them? Responsibilities and burden gives erectile problems. And Bamboo King Biggie says that can they hire lawyers for what? To you, Dr. Ohum. Thomas Frimpong says that what was the percentage before COVID? Please, you're not doing that vaccine thing here.
Yes.
Joseph Vanamwa says that trying very hard to shift the blame. Males can be infertile, but this percentage is whack. Alan Chukudi says that is that infertility somehow connected to the lack of nutrition or certain vitamins in the Ghanaian diet? Is stress a factor? Could toxins in the air be playing a part, or is it a combination of all these things? And Elenita says that yes, that's my doc. And Vida Puma says that almighty stress they cause some don't eat well too. Oh, God have mercy. Calvin Lolome says that this is the main reason why DNA results come out negative. It's hard time we shun they blame the females. Arno Tete says that laptop usage. Put a laptop on the table and not on your laps.
Because if it is here,
It's fine.
It travels.
it's travel. Nice, good advice.
Yeah, Desiree Dazi says that I think the biggest concern is why. Davidson Afari says men will always be men. Banana, potatoes, beans, and others will do the work. The oil, food, alcoholic, and sugary drinks is too much. Some of you mushy too much. And Young Emirate says that, hey guys, good morning to you all watching live from Dubai. And I'm not even shout for regular unprotected intercourse. And all is affecting both men and women due to factors like ovulatory disorders, blocked fallopian tubes, poor sperm quality. And not only men who go through this infertility. What about women, please?
All right, so because of time, I will not do all of mine. I'll just do a few. Ekia A. Boache says that I don't revel in anyone having any medical deficiencies, but I'm glad this is being discussed and medically proven because conception, inadequacies, and miscarriages have been placed solely on women for centuries. Bad eating, social daily life, and health habits contribute to male infertility as well as mutate their sperm quality, leading to miscarriages, pregnancy complications, and birth defects. Also, for the men, they don't or they didn't know and want to have a male hair so badly. Sperm determines the sex of the baby. Don't blame that woman if you keep having girls. Girls are a blessing. Yes, and I know someone when you're in Okramompe. Kwesi Bonzi says it could be very true, sir. In our society, when couples have difficulties in childbirth, then all fingers point towards the woman, but low-key majority of men get low sperm. I'm going to read Susan Nash's comment real quick, and then we can quickly wrap up because of time. You know how it is. So Susan Nash sent something. She says, as for this research, it will be true. Most of the men and guys drink and smoke too much. That affects them so much that you will see the same men and their families putting blame on their wives, and the men or guys, always refuse to visit the hospital to know their status, and they will go outside their marriages and be cheating on their wives, and their side chicks will go and pin pregnancies on them, and they will be thinking they are the fathers of those children. Some of them too, their wives knew perfectly that their husbands are the problem, but will just keep quiet because they don't want to disgrace their husbands. So yes, these are some of the comments, and we really appreciate your time sending. I mean, this topic there says here it's in Accra, so people in Accra, let's discuss and let's find ways to help each other because this one there, as I said, me and Kwame, we are out. Mr. Agla said he's not done.
He's not done yet.
But right now, the whole pot is on Yemi, Debbie, Knee Upness, and DJ Fantastic.
Yes,
so that's one there.
So
now,
those of us who are out, we can decide to destroy our spermatozoa because
interesting. Our headlines was brought to you by Betway. Speaking of Betway, it's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer with Betway. Place bets and share your codes with friends, fans, and followers. Now, if they place bets using your code, you earn 4% of their wager. It doesn't matter whether it's a win or a loss. If they place bets using your code, you earn 4% cash of their wager amount. Now, this means the more people bet with your code, the more you earn. So start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer. Exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions